Uh, everything's going good.
Okay, great, awesome. What
What about
about the
yourself,
other
teacher?
ones? Oh, I wish I could be better, but I'm not. I took the vaccine yesterday and I had a lot of reaction.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon.
Hi, Thais. Good afternoon.
Did you take the vaccine yesterday?
Yes, yesterday. Yeah, AstraZeneca.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, but I'm not so happy because I'm not feeling well. I had a
Oh,
I had a lot of reactions, a lot of side effects. I had fever last night, all night, all
mm,
night fever. And now I'm feeling very bad. My body hurts. I have headache and I have this small fever, not so high.
I
But
see. But this will pass.
yes, of course, of course. It's just that I'm not 100% today. So I may be a
I'm
little,
happy for you,
yeah.
teacher.
Oh, thank you. I just may be a little slow in the class. Okay, guys, so you forgive me.
Okay.
It's just because of the vaccine, unfortunately. Just a
Okay.
second,
No
guys.
problem.
Right back. Just a moment. Hi, Agate. How are you? Hey, good to see you, Agate. Are you okay? Yep. All right. Hi, Leo. Hi, Kathleen. Are you okay too, guys?
Hi,
So,
teacher.
hi. I'm really sorry, guys. Today I'm not so good. I'm having a lot of side effects to the vaccine I took yesterday, so unfortunately, I'm not feeling very well. Okay, so if I forget something or if I sound a little slow, it's because I'm not thinking straight. So, but it will soon be over. Hi, Leo. Good to see you. All right, people. Let's take a look here. This is our Google Classroom for today, and the homework I posted here on this page, they're all for June 5th. All right, guys, so make sure you understand that it was nothing for today. It's just because we have to post before your class so you can take a look at your book pages so you know what's going to happen. But all the homework and the exercises are for June 5th. All right? Okay, guys, I just need to drink some water. Just a second. All right. So, hey, Jessica. Good afternoon. Good to see you. All right, people. So, the last day of the month, and that reminds us that we need to clear our absences. Okay, guys, so let's see who needs to do that. I will show you the attendance. Yes, can you all see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I will try to zoom in just a second. Okay, now I think it's good. Everybody can see. So guys, let's take a look. Now it's very big. So let's take a look there, guys. Here, as you can see, the little A's in red, they mean that you're absent. So if you missed any classes in May, you have to watch the videos from those classes and do the exercises on the book, take a picture, and send me the picture until the last day of the month. So the last day of the month of May is Monday. So this Monday, it's May 31st. So it's the last day for you to submit your homework so we can clear your absences. All right, I don't know if Amanda is there, but we can see here we have Amanda, João Paulo, José Victor. Let me see more people here who needs to replace. Paulinha, especially, because if you have 2 absences, guys, it means you really need to replace, okay? Because look, in the month of May, we had 4 classes. Today is class number 4, okay? So if you have 4 classes in a month, you have to be present at least in 3 classes. So if you have only 1 or only 2, that's not okay. You must be present in at least 3 classes so you can be considered a frequent student, a student who is doing the course. If you are not present, then you have to replace. Okay, guys, and how does replacement work nowadays? Nowadays, it's simple. It's easier. To replace your classes, you just have to watch the video from that class you missed and do the activities that we did in class on your book. Oh, but then you can say, I don't have the book. What am I going to do? So you do the activities on your notebook. Okay? Or if you can use a word processor, if you have a computer, you can do your exercises on a word processor if you don't have the book. After you finish, take a picture of the exercises done and send to my inbox in WhatsApp, please, until Monday the 31st, because it's the last day of the month. Okay, guys, so is it clear for everybody? Can you understand?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so here we have in our class Amanda, so she needs to replace. João Paulo, José Victor. The students in yellow, guys, they are all the time absent because they are not coming to the course anymore. But they are still here, probably for financial reasons with the school. So that's why their names are still here and they are in yellow. Okay, so we do not consider them for attendance. So let's go a little bit more. Okay. So João Paulo, José Victor, Juan Bessa, you are fine, no problem. Paula e Vini, you need to replace 2 classes. And that's it. Everybody else is fine. Okay, guys. So if you want to know the pages that were given on that specific day, you just go to your page on Google Classroom so you can get the pages, okay? So you're going to log in to Google Classroom. This is our page. Can everybody see that?
Yes, I can.
Yes,
Yes, you
guys.
can.
So suppose you were absent last week. So last week was May 22nd. So you're going to open, okay, no problem. So you're going to open the topics from May 22nd. So you will click here, instructions. Then you will see the content from May 22nd. Then which were the pages? So let's see here. 78, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Okay, so I will go, if I were you, right, suppose I'm a student, I will go to our playlist to watch the class from May 22nd. So let me show you here, just a second. Where do I find the playlist? You may ask. Oh, Simone, where do I find the videos? I don't know where the videos are. How do I see the videos? So then we are going to our page on WhatsApp. I'm going there, okay, guys? Just give me a minute. So suppose you missed last class. You were not absent, you were not present last week. So you go to your page here. Let me share the page. Okay, can you see that, guys? Yes? So this is our page from our class 130. So you're going to click here, okay? Then you will open group info. Can you see that? Yes? When you open group info, you will see here more. Click on more, and then here you will find your YouTube playlist. Okay, guys? So if you want to see the topics from your class, let me click on the link here, okay? When you click on the link, you will be directed to our YouTube playlist. So let me show you that here. Can you see that? Yes, guys. So
Yes, I can.
this is our YouTube playlist, Achieve Languages Campo Grande 01. The class, Saturday 130-41. This is the number of our class. And here you have all the lessons from April 10th until last week, May 22nd, okay? So then if you want to watch the video, you just have to click here. When you finish watching the video, you will get the exercises from your book that you did, or your notebook, or word processor, whatever you decide. If you don't have the book, take a picture and then send me the picture until this Monday, okay? Because now we are at the end of the month, so we have only 2 days. Okay, guys, we only have today, tomorrow, and Monday. So send me the picture, and then your class, your absence will be cleared. Okay, so here, back to our page on Google Classroom. Is it clear for everybody? Yes?
Yes, it is.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry I'm speaking very slowly today because I'm not feeling well. The people who arrived later, I'm having some reactions because of the vaccine I took yesterday. It was AstraZeneca, and this vaccine provokes some reactions naturally, and I'm not feeling well because of that. I had fever last night, high fever, and now my body hurts, so I may be a little slow today in our class, okay, guys? So forgive me for that. All right, so what is planned for our class today? Let's see that. We have here unit 7.1. This is what we are supposed to do. Yes or no? No. This is May 22. So this is the last class. Let's go to our class for today. So here, back to Google Classroom, instructions. Okay, now we have the right day. So let me make sure I'm sharing the screen. So today, guys, May 29th, we will be doing pages 80 and 81. And then after the break, 82 and 83. We will talk about the simple past for regular and irregular verbs, okay? So to introduce our class, guys, let me just show you this video so you know how to form the simple past when we use the simple past, okay? So let me just check out here if I have the right video. Yes, it's this one here. Let me see if the sound is activated. Yes, it is. Okay. So can you see the screen, guys? I will be asking you all the time this question today because sometimes I forget.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So okay. So let's do this. Oh, I'm sorry, my connection is not so good, so let me try to have a better video quality because the quality of the video is not as good as I had when I saw the video for the first time. So let me try to improve the quality of the video, okay? So let me try to do this. Yeah, this is the best one. It's the best they can give. Hi, Nicholas. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Okay, let's try now.
Look at the graphic. We use past simple tense to say that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. For example, we traveled to China in 2001. They went to a rock concert last week. He won the jackpot yesterday. Look at the graphic. We also use past simple tense to talk about habits in the past, or about series of actions which started and finished in the past. For example, I was afraid of ghosts when I was a child.
Guys, I'm sorry, just one little thing here.
Yesterday.
Let me just call your attention here. There is a mistake here. It's a typo. Here, afraid. Afraid. It doesn't have this A here. Okay, guys? So you know. I was afraid of ghosts when I was a child. So I'm talking about past habits. Okay? Just to show you that this letter here does not exist. Okay? Afraid. Afraid. There is no. So let's go.
Yesterday, I finished work, went to the store and bought myself a new shirt.
It's really cute, isn't it, guys? So, of course, this presentation was made on Powtoon, which is a nice application to help you guys make some videos with drawings and stuff like that. So this lesson today was about when to use the simple past. So first, we use the simple past to talk about actions that started and finished in the past. Good. We also use the simple past to talk about habits in the past. Okay. We also use the simple past to talk about a sequence of events in the simple past, like a list of some things that happened in the past. So 3 different situations. 1, actions that started and finished in the past, habits in the past, and also a sequence of events or a sequence of things that you did in the past. Okay, guys, so let's go over to our book. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I can.
Perfect. So let's see the first part here, guys. First, they are going to show us the biography of the lady we talked about last week. And they want us to understand a small thing about reading. So it's a reading skill tip, okay? Finding main ideas. Let's see the meaning of the word main. Let's see if everybody understands that. Who knows? What's the meaning of the word main?
Principal.
Yes, very
Support,
good.
yeah.
Excellent, Thais. Thank you. So finding main ideas. When we read a paragraph or when we read a text, there is always a main idea and then they develop, okay, the topic. So here the tip is about finding main ideas. Main ideas are the most important ideas in a text. You can often, but not always, find the main idea in the first or second sentence. Finding the main idea will help you decide whether you want to read the whole text. It's a good way to introduce the topic to the reader so he can decide whether or not to keep reading. Okay? So here they want us to identify the main idea, read the biography, and choose the correct main idea. So here we have 3 possible answers. The first one, Ada Lovelace was born in 1815. Is that the main idea? Letter B, Ada Lovelace was the first computer programmer. And the last one, Ada Lovelace was friends with Charles Babbage. So let's try to read the text. Let's see if we have an audio. No, we don't. Apparently we don't. So we should read in silence and try to come up with the main idea. So let's take a look there, people. I'll give you 3 minutes. Now it's 58 until 61, until 2:01. Okay, guys, have you finished reading the text? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's take a look at the main ideas suggested here. Which one do you think is the main idea of this text?
Letter B.
Letter B. Alan Lewis was the
Okay,
first
great.
computer programmer.
That's exactly it. Okay, guys. So this is the main idea of the text. It's not about just when she was born or just because she was friends with Charles Babbage. No, the main idea is that. Okay, so let's check the answer. Okay, correct. So now we are going to take a look at the text again and see some verbs in the past. And why are they in the past? Because Ada Lovelace has already died. So she died according to the text here, in 1852. And if we are talking about her, we must use the simple past because actions about her started and finished in the past. Okay? So let's see some examples of verbs in the simple past. So I'll give you 1 minute to find as many verbs as you can in the simple past. Guys, while you're trying to find the verbs, I'm going to take a picture here. Okay, guys, just a second. Okay, thank you. First picture taken. I will just save that picture. Okay, guys, because I know you guys are having some issues with the internet. You're crashing all the time, so maybe the next time I take a picture, you're not here, so.
I did a picture.
Okay, great, awesome. Let me just save this one, just a second.
I did finish that as well.
Okay, good. Just give me 1 minute for me to save the picture I just took. Okay, picture saved. Okay, guys, can everybody see the page? Yes? Okay, can you tell me some examples of verbs in the simple past here in the text?
Married.
Was married, didn't study,
So wait,
encouraged.
slowly, please. I know you found a lot. Wasn't. Okay. What else? Married. Okay, very nice, Kathleen. What else, guys?
Diet.
Didn't study,
Good.
encouraged.
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 Encouraged. Uh-huh.
Read.
Called. What else?
Read.
Read. Very good. Improved. Yes.
Turn it.
Developed. Uh-huh. Developed. Died. Okay, here it's the passive voice. It's not the simple past, it's just the passive voice to say that the language that they created was called computer language. Ada, the name of They used her name just to celebrate the idea that she was the first computer programmer. So when they created that language, they called it Ada after her, okay, after her name. All right, people. So yes, is everybody okay with verbs in the simple past? There may be others, okay, but that's all right, no problem. So let's move on to the next page here, page 81, and let's see what else we can learn about simple past. This is the first box here. So look, guys, can everybody see the page? Yes?
Yes.
So simple past, regular and irregular verbs. Yes, in English, guys, we have two different kinds of verbs. We have regular verbs and irregular verbs. Okay, so we will see that now. We use the simple past to talk about finished actions and states in the past. We add ed to form the simple past of most regular verbs. Example, can you read the first one, please, Raul?
She developed the idea of using computers for more than calculating.
Very nice. Thank you. Great.
You're welcome.
So as you can see here, this word is regular. So we just add ed. Now here, with irregular verbs, we do not add ed for the simple past form. There are no rules. That is the problem. We have no rules to know which form to use, which way to spell or how to speak verbs that are irregular in the past. They all have different forms. So how can we know? The best idea is to practice by doing exercises. And there are more than 100 irregular verbs in the English language. But there is a small group of verbs that we always use. Try to learn that small group. So that's about 50 or 60 verbs. Okay, guys, so 50 or 60 irregular verbs are the ones we use almost every day in the language. So try to learn those 50 verbs, okay? So with irregular verbs, we do not add ed, okay, guys? All right, so example, can you read the examples here, please? The two examples, Thais.
Yes, I can. She became friends with Charles Babbage. She could do difficult math problems at a young age.
Okay, guys. Here there is a small observation. Could is the past of can. Today we can. Yesterday we could. Okay. So here these verbs are examples of irregular verbs. We don't use ed to make them in the simple past, okay? To put them in the simple past. We don't use ed. We form the negative in the same way for both regular and irregular verbs. So that is something good. When it comes to negative, we do the same thing. We follow the same procedure, okay? Example. Can you read the examples, please, here, Kathleen?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you.
Ada didn't become famous until after she died. In the 1800s, most girls didn't study math or science.
Great.
Ada couldn't study math at a university.
Very nice, Kathleen. Great. So as you can see here, guys, to make the negative form, we just have to add an auxiliary verb in the negative, right? And in the past, of course. So here the auxiliary verb in the case here is, let me put that in a different color. Oh yes, it's already there. It's already highlighted. So didn't, and couldn't. And what happens to the verb? The sentence is in the past. The sentence is negative, but what happened to the verb? Oh, the verb goes back to base form. It goes back to infinitive without to. Okay, so here become remains become. Study doesn't change either. And here the same. The only one I need to use in the past is the auxiliary. That one must be in the past. Okay, guys, the verb doesn't need to be in the past, and it's incorrect if we put both the auxiliary and the main verb in the past. This is incorrect. Okay, so when does that happen? Only for negative sentences? No, it's the same for questions. When we ask questions in the simple past, the auxiliary verb is the one that stays in the past. The rest is back to infinitive. The same idea, okay? So, let's see the first activity here. And just for you to know, guys, here, if you want to have extra examples there from the book, you can refer to page 165. Okay? So let's see the first exercise here. Complete the sentences with the past tense form of the verb in parentheses. So here we have learn, live, love, meet, know, and write. We know for a fact that some verbs are regular and some are irregular. So let's see the first one. Ada Lovelace when she was a child.
Learned.
Learned.
Great. Very good. This is a regular verb, but there is a small observation about this verb. Okay, guys. This verb also has a different form in the past. Oh, let me write using the annotations. I think it's better. I can also say learned. This is only an exception to the rule, all right? So here we use this verb with ed, or we can also use only with the letter T. Okay, guys, but that
Having the same meaning.
Yes, the same meaning. Yes, the same meaning. Okay, just to show you that this verb, particularly this verb, has two forms in the past, but it is considered regular. Okay.
Teacher.
Yes.
We skipped exercise 5 on the previous page.
Let me see, just a second. Let me clear
Right after
it.
the text, the biography.
Oh, let me see that, guys. Just a moment. On the previous page, page 80. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Raul. I told you I'm not well today. Thank you for letting me know. So let's do this one here. Read the biography again and complete the chart. So here we have the years, and this is what we need to put. What happened? For example, what happened in 1815? Ada was born. Now, what happened in 1832?
Ada was a friend of Charles Babbage.
Okay, so let's check it out there. Have to read the text again. So Ada became friends. Yes, she became friends with Charles Babbage. So you can put there Ada okay, good. So this is the full sentence. Ada became friends with Charles Babbage. She was 17 at the time, super young. Now, what happened in 1835?
She married.
She got married. Okay.
Or Lovelace, yeah.
Yes. When she was 20, she married the Earl of Lovelace, and they had 3 children. So she married the Earl of Lovelace. So here, if I want to say just the action, I will write she got married. Okay, just that. But if I want to say the name of the person she married to, so I'm going to change the sentence and say she married the Earl of Lovelace. Okay, that's it. Okay, guys, that's the difference. So next one, what happened in 1852?
The diet.
Yes.
The diet.
Okay.
Eat action.
Yeah. And what happened in 1980?
The U.S. Department of Defense named a computer language Ada after Lovelace.
Lovelace. Very good, Kathleen. So, the U.S. Department of Defense named a computer language Ada. So here you have the full answer. Okay, guys, so let's correct the answers. Let's check. I think this one here, we have to open a new tab. Yes. So look. Okay, people. Is everything okay? Yes? Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Raul, for reminding me. I totally forgot we had one more. So back to our page 81. Here we were doing activity number 6. Okay. So what do you have to do here? You should put the verbs in parentheses in the simple past. Okay. So here, let's see the next one, number 2. She lived with her grandmother. Regular. Okay. She lived. Ada lived. Number 3.
Loved.
Loved. Very nice. Number 4.
Met.
Okay, excellent. The verb to meet is irregular. So in the simple past, we say met. Number 5. Babbage. Knew. Okay. Again, irregular. Number 6.
Wrote.
Wrote.
Perfect. Irregular too. Okay, guys. So let's check out the answers. Let's see if everything is okay. Yes, everything correct. Now, guys, let's see one more video about some irregular verbs. Like I said before, there are a lot of irregular verbs. How can you, as a student, memorize them? The best idea is to learn only the 50 irregular verbs that we use every day. These ones are the most important, and then you have to do exercises and practice so you can remember them when necessary. Okay, so here we have a video about that. Look, let me try to share this video with you. Can you see that? Yes, can you see the screen?
Okay.
So
in today's lesson, I will explain the past simple. We will learn about the irregular past simple. Irregular verbs are verbs that don't end in D, ED, or IED spellings of the past simple. Many of the most frequently used verbs are irregular. Let's review a few things about the past simple. The past simple tense is used to talk about a completed action in a time before now. The time of the action can be the recent past or the distant past. It doesn't matter how long the action lasted, just that the action is completed. You use the simple past when talking about when something happened. It's linked with some past time expressions. For example, we use it to talk about things using frequency. I always drank coffee. I sometimes hid from my parents. I rarely beat her in tennis. A definite point in time. For example, last week, when I was a student. Yesterday. I met him last week. She bought a new dress yesterday. I slept a lot when I was a student. An indefinite point in time. For example, the other day, a long time ago. Billy drew this picture a long time ago. He felt sick the other day. How do you form the past simple for irregular verbs? For the negative and interrogative, we follow the same rules as the regular past simple. Please review the past simple video. Unfortunately, there are no rules. There are no shortcuts. You really just have to memorize them. But the following are 10 of the most commonly used irregular verbs in English. I hope that these will help you a bit. Be, was, have, had, do, did, say, said, make, made, go, went, take, took, come, came, see, saw, get, got. Let's practice. What did you eat for dinner? What did you do yesterday? What did you do last weekend? Did you go to the gym yesterday?
okay, guys, I was trying to pause the video, but it's really difficult when we are sharing a video on Zoom. The video is kind of weird. We don't have the same abilities that we do when we're just watching a video out of the app. So the video gets a little strange. So I posted this video for you guys on our page in Google Classroom. So I will not try to manipulate the video here just to show you the questions because I'm sure we will have some problems with the connection. Okay, but the video is there for you. If it's not on our page, I can post right after class. Okay, so did you get the idea? Did you see how it works? Yes?
Yes, I
Right.
did.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, I posted the video for you there. Yes, it's there. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, so, and there is even this one here just about the regular verbs. So super easy. You can watch that anytime you want. Okay, it's posted for you. So let's go there now to activity number 7. The following sentences are false. Correct them and write the true sentences. Example, Ada lived in the United States. No, she didn't live in the United States. She lived in England. Okay, wow. Ada married Charles Babbage. How can we correct that?
She didn't marry with Charles Babbage. She married the Earl Lovelace.
Very good. Just one small detail. When I use the verb marry, I don't use the preposition with, okay, like in Portuguese. So I just say she didn't marry. Remember, I have to put the verb in the negative in the base form. So the verb married here in the past becomes marry in the negative. Okay? It goes back to infinitive. So Ada didn't marry. Now we have the name of the person. So Charles Babbage. So as you can notice here, we don't use preposition after the verb marry, okay? In Portuguese, we use a preposition, but in English, no, we don't. So you marry someone, okay? So Ada didn't marry Charles Babbage. She married the Earl. My coordination here is very bad today, guys. The Earl of Lovelace. Okay. Now, number 3, guys. I'd like you to do that. Come on, tell me the answer. Ada and her husband had 4 children.
They didn't have 4 children. They had 3 children.
Excellent. So if you want, you can substitute and put they, okay? But if you don't want, you can use the subject. Ada and her husband. Negative. We know that we need to use did not together. It becomes didn't. So Ada and her husband didn't have. It's the verb had in the infinitive form. So didn't have 4 children. Now, how can we correct this information? We can put here, they had 3 children. Okay, guys, yes?
Yes.
A lot of people are crashing today. My goodness. Connection is very, yeah, the connection is really, really bad. I will have to take, I will have to take 10 pictures today. Let me take another one, for God's sake. Okay. Good. Let me save. Guys, while I'm taking the picture and saving the picture, do number 4 and number 5, okay? I will save the picture. This method, oh man, it's not so good. Okay, picture taken, picture saved. Let's go to the next one. Lord Byron encouraged Ada to study math. Negative.
Lord Byron didn't encourage her to study math.
Great. Excellent, Raul.
Alice.
Now, when I make the negative, I put the verb encouraged in the base form or infinitive form. So encouraged becomes encourage. And then I put the auxiliary verb in the negative. So Lord Byron didn't encourage Ada to study math. Now let's give the correct information. Oh, that's okay, Ana Beatriz, no problem. I know it happens to me as well. Okay, don't worry, I know. So here, he encouraged. Now I have to put the verb in the past because it's not negative anymore, it's affirmative. So the verb goes to the past again. He encouraged her to study what? What did he encourage her to do?
To study these subjects. To study.
No problem. Let's go back there and see. Lord Byron.
I'm trying to find.
No problem. Look.
Mother said that.
Yes. Look, Ada was born in London on December 10th, 1815. Her father was the famous poet Lord Byron, and her mother was Anne Isabella Milbank. When she was 20, she married the Earl of Lovelace, and they had 3 children. So here, let me see where we have that information. From a young age, Ada was very good at math and languages. This is really hard because sometimes we're either good at math or we're good at languages. It's difficult to be good at both subjects, right? And she was. In the 1800s, most girls didn't study math or science. However, Ada's mother encouraged her to study these subjects. So math or science. Who encouraged her? Her father or her mother?
Her mother.
Yes. How nice, huh? She had a very special mother. Okay, so here, let's change here the information. We are going to put her mother encouraged her to study math and science. Okay. Now, number 5. People called Lord Byron the father of computers.
People didn't call Lord Byron the father of computers.
Okay, let's do the negative first. So people didn't call the verb comes back to the base form. So people didn't call Lord Byron the father of computers. So what is the right information? Sorry?
They called Babbage the father of computers.
Ah, okay. They called, now the verb goes to the past because it's an affirmative sentence. So they called Charles Babbage the father of computers. So here we have the full sentence. Okay, guys. Yes?
Okay.
Good. Let's check the answers. Yeah, they will not give us the answers. They will give us another tab to open. Okay, check it out, people. See if everything is okay. All right, is everything correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, great. Perfect. So let's see now the last part of this page that is called What's Your Angle? So they want to know about your personal opinion. Let's play this game. Write 3 sentences about things you did last week. So let me highlight that. 3 sentences, okay, about things you did last week. 2 sentences should be true, and 1 should be false, okay? 2 sentences true, 1 sentence false. You can use the verbs from the box and other verbs if you want. Here we have study, eat, work, watch, read, and go. But first, before we do this, let me show you the simple past of these verbs in the box, so you can make up your sentences. So the first one, what is the simple past of the verb study?
Studied.
Studied.
So as you notice, the verb study finishes with a consonant and the letter Y. So when we have a verb that finishes with Y and it's preceded by a consonant, to make the simple past of this verb, which is regular, I cannot just put ed, okay? I can't do this. This is wrong. So I have to change something. I have to drop the Y, and then to replace the Y, I'm going to use the letter I, okay? And then I put ed. Oh, that's nice. Much better. So to form the simple past of regular verbs that finish in Y, if there is a consonant before Y, we replace the consonant Y, we replace it and we put the letter I, and then we add the regular verb suffix, ed. So pronunciation, studied, 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 studied.
Studied.
Another thing, another very important thing, guys, is the pronunciation of verbs in the past. We will talk about it later, okay? I want to show you that there are differences in how we pronounce the verbs in the past, especially the regular verbs, okay? But let's do the other ones here. The next one, the verb to eat.
Ate.
Ate.
Oh, okay. So that verb is irregular, completely irregular. You see how different this verb is from the first? This verb doesn't take ed because it's irregular. So the past simple or the simple past of this verb is ate. Ate. Okay? It's very similar to the number 8.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very similar to how we pronounce this number here. Okay. 8. Yes. Now, what is the simple past of the verb work?
Worked.
Worked.
Okay, good. So we have there. All right. So here we have another interesting note about the pronunciation. The verb work is regular. So we just add ed. Okay, so far so good. But how do we pronounce this verb in the simple past? We put a sound of T in the pronunciation. So here we are going to pronounce this verb like this. Worked.
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 So it goes, yes,
Worked.
we go from K to T. We jump. We don't pronounce E and we don't pronounce D. This final 2 letters here, we don't pronounce them. We just say the letter T. I mean, the sound of the letter T. Okay? This is phonetics. So we say worked. Worked. Yes. So this phenomenon always happens with verbs that finish like this. I'm going to put the endings of the verbs that when they go to the past form, I should pronounce them with this sound, okay? So words that end in K, S, CH, SH, let me see what else, X. So these, yes, X, for example, the verb to fix, right? So let's see here, I'm going to put just here so you know. This verb to fix is the same as consertar in Portuguese. So we need to fix my computer. My computer is not okay. I need to fix my computer. So I will call a technician or somebody who knows because I have to fix my computer. In the past, how do I say that verb in the past?
Fixed.
Fixed. Fixed. So I fixed my computer yesterday. I fixed my computer yesterday. Okay? Or my computer was fixed yesterday. So whenever I pronounce this regular verb in the past, I'm going to put the sound of T. I will never pronounce ED. Okay, so fixed. Let's see another one here. A verb that ends in SH. For example, the verb to wash. Okay, like wash your hands. We have to wash our hands every day, all the time, because of the virus. So wash your hands. In the past, how do we make this verb in the past?
Washed.
Great,
Washed.
perfect. Very good. Washed. Washed. So yesterday I washed my hands 30 times, suppose, okay? Washed, washed. All right, let's see now a verb that ends in CH. We have here in the box the verb watch, like watch TV, okay? So let's see that. How do I say that verb in the simple past? It's regular, so we just have to add ed. So how do we pronounce that? Very good. Watched. Watched. Yes, watched. Watched. We go from ch to t. So watched.
Washed.
Watched.
Watched.
Yes, this is not washed. Washed
Yeah.
is a different verb. This is watch. Watch. Ch, ch. There is a final sound of ch in the end. So to make this verb in the past and pronounce correctly, we have to say watched. Watched.
Watched.
So this is also with a T sound, watched. So I watched TV all night yesterday, suppose. I watched TV. I watched TV yesterday. Now, let's see a verb that ends with the letter S here in the group of verbs that in the simple past have this T pronunciation. So let's put here. Okay, this is the group. So a verb that finishes with the letter S. I'm going to say a verb that everybody knows. The verb to kiss. Kiss. This verb is regular. So in the past, to form the simple past of this verb, I just have to add ed. Okay? It's regular, so let's write. Perfect. Now, how do we pronounce this verb in the past?
Kissed.
Kissed.
Kissed. Kissed. We go from S sound to T sound. So kissed.
Kissed.
Kissed. Oh, he kissed his girlfriend yesterday. He kissed his girlfriend yesterday. Okay? He kissed. Oh, he kissed me. He kissed me. Right, guys? And then finally we have verbs with K sound, like work. Can we have another? Let's see here, the verb walk. For example, walk in the past is regular. The verb to walk is regular. So to form the past, I just have to add ed, okay? This, oops, sorry. This is how we make the past. Good. Now, how do I pronounce this verb?
Walked.
Walked. Oh my God, a party.
Walked.
It's not here, guys. This party is not coming from my house. Somebody needs to turn off the microphone. Okay, so walked. 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 Yes. Okay, guys. Very nice. So we should try to create some sentences, 3 sentences, using these verbs in the past. 2 sentences should be true. 1 should be false. Okay? So I will give you some time. I think now it's time for our break. It's 2:50 already. So let's say we have a 15-minute break and we can do this after we come back. Okay, so you have time to create your sentences, right? So let me share the board with you. First of all, I'd like to save this. Okay, saved. Now let's go over to our board. Okay. So guys, the board is clean. You can write on it if you wish. I don't know if I'll be able to write. Yes, I'm able to write. How nice. This system is great. Oh my God, this is horrible. I better not write anything. It's terrible. Today I'm not okay. So guys, you do it, all right? So we come back at 30, it's 2:51. So for you to have time to stretch your legs, drink some water, we can come back at 3:05, okay? So let me write it down here. Okay, that's when we come back. All right, people. Great. So see you after the break, okay? Let me stop.
Sure.
Okay.
Meu Deus, onde eu escrevi isso?
That's okay, no problem. I'm going to write my examples here, okay?
Okay, I found.
Yes, I'm going to write my sentences so you can see, okay?
Okay.
Next one.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Okay, I put my 3 sentences there. Now come on, please, Thais, share your sentences.
Okay. I made a cake last week. I went to the museum and I did a test.
I took a test.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Which ones? Actually, there's only one false, right? 2 are true. So I think the one about the test is true. I took a test last week. Do you agree, guys? That one is true. Yes. Which? Yes. Tell us the other 2 sentences again, please, Thais.
I made a cake and I went to the museum.
Wow. What do you think, guys? Do you think Thais made a cake?
Actually, I believe in that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And the only sentence I believe that is false is the one she went to the
Museum.
where she went? Museum.
The museum.
Great.
Yes.
Great, Raul.
I didn't.
We got it. Yay. How nice. So Thais didn't go to the museum. All right. That's fake. Now take a look at my sentences here, then I move on to yours again. I took my vaccine yesterday. I went to the movies after that. I ate bread and butter for breakfast this morning.
Okay. Analyze. You did take the vaccine yesterday.
Yeah,
that.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the second one is false.
Yes.
You can say that again. I agree with you.
How nice, Raul. Yes. Does everybody else agree? Yes. Number 2 is false. I didn't go to the movies. I took the vaccine and came back home. Okay. All right, people. Very nice. So this is only for us to practice using the simple past. Does anybody else have the sentences for us to guess which one is false? No? Raul, do you have sentences?
I have some.
Okay, tell
Want
us.
to hear?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's start. The first one is, I studied before class starts today.
Mhm.
I ate egg this morning.
Oh, wow.
Bless you.
Okay.
I've read Boscombe Valley yesterday.
I
The
read.
book, actually.
I
I read.
Okay. I've read. No, I read.
I read.
Okay. Simple past. Because you were saying it was yesterday. So, okay, guys. Which one is false? What do you think?
Raul, can you repeat?
Yes,
Yep,
please.
sure. I studied before class starts this morning. I ate egg this morning as well. And yesterday, I read the Boscombe Valley, the book.
Perfect.
In one day?
No, the
In
book.
one day.
Yes, probably yes. He read the book in one day, or he just read parts of the movie. Okay. Of the book, sorry. He must have read only parts of the book. I think I ate egg this morning. I think that one is false. I don't know.
How could you?
I think the first one is false. I don't know.
It's the second one. How did you?
I think the second is false.
Yes, very good, Robinson. I agree. I
I'm
ate.
not. You're right. It's the second one. Good. I think.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. So you read the book yesterday and you studied before class started this morning. So, I mean, this afternoon. Very nice, guys. Congratulations. Great job. Anybody else? Okay, so let me clear my drawings. All right.
That's so obvious. How'd you do that?
Yes. I don't know why, right? But yeah, I think that was the false one. So again, we're moving back to page 82 now, actually moving forward. Okay, this is unit 7.3, ordinary to amazing. Ordinary means common, regular, okay, not famous or anything special, okay? So think of a few amazing people, famous people or people you know that you consider amazing. Why is each person amazing? Can you give me some examples of people you consider amazing?
A few amazing people.
My parents.
Oh, great. Very. Why are they amazing?
Because I love them and they
they encourage you to study.
They do it.
All right. Great. Any other guys? Any other person you consider amazing?
My father was watching me talking to you.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, he was here.
Oh, that's why you sound embarrassed. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, Ana Beatriz. Yes, of course you can. That's true. Yeah, no problem. Very nice, that is. Okay. So let's see, guys. The listening skill tip for today is understanding contrast linkers. So linkers are connectors, words that we use to connect two or more clauses. So let's take a look here. When you listen, notice the words but, however, and although. They show a contrast between two different ideas. Pay attention to the contrasting ideas before and after contrast words. Listen to the examples. So let's see that.
I wanted to be a writer, but I became a lawyer instead. I made a lot of money. However, I wasn't completely happy. Although I liked my job, I still always dreamed about writing.
I'll play one more time, okay?
I wanted to be a writer, but I became a lawyer instead. I made a lot of money. However, I wasn't completely happy. Although I liked my job, I still always dreamed about writing.
Sorry, guys. Could you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Teacher, can I
Yes.
ask you a question?
Yes.
Is there any difference between although and even though?
Yes, there is a slight difference. Yes, it depends on the words we use after that. Okay, I will show you now, just a moment. Here we have examples with but, however, and although. As we saw here in the beginning, they link contrasting ideas or opposite ideas. Okay, so let's see the first one. I wanted to become a writer, but I became a lawyer instead. So here, the first sentence says that you wanted to become a writer. The second sentence says that you became a lawyer instead. Instead is the same as ao invés disso, okay? In Portuguese, instead. So I became a lawyer instead. So she wanted to become a writer, but she became a lawyer instead. These are two contrasting ideas. Can you see that? Yeah? Can you understand?
Yes.
Two opposite ideas. Another one, I made a lot of money. However, I wasn't completely happy. So the first sentence says that you made a lot of money. But look at the opposing idea. You weren't completely happy. So they don't match. You made a lot of money, but no happiness. So here we can use however, okay? The next one, although I liked my job, I still always dreamed about writing. So the first part says that she liked her job, but she dreamed and she's always dreamed about writing. Here we have opposing ideas. So how can we use them? Let's see. The word but, guys, is usually used in the middle of the sentences, in between two clauses, okay? And usually, but introduces a new clause, a new sentence with a subject, a verb, and a complement, okay? Let's see some other examples here, okay? I'm going to use the same verb, okay? I wanted to eat a sandwich or to have a sandwich. I wanted to have a burger. Then look what happens when I connect two sentences with but. I need to put a comma and then I'm going to use but. Okay? I wanted to have a hamburger, but they don't sell burgers. Okay? So here, I wanted to have a burger, but they don't sell burgers. Suppose I went to a snack bar yesterday and I wanted to have a burger, but unfortunately, they don't sell burgers. So I couldn't, okay? Here we have opposing ideas so that you can see that but introduces a complete sentence. They don't sell burgers. Subject, verb, and complement. And before I write the word but, I usually put a comma. Okay, good. All right. So let's see the next one. I made a lot of money. However, I wasn't completely happy. So let's see how we can use however. Usually, we use however in the middle of the sentences too, but always after a period. Okay? So let me just write here. Sorry, guys. I can use here, look, for example, the same sentence. I wanted to have a burger. Okay, just a second, guys. Just a moment. Okay, so I wanted to have a burger, then period, and then space, however, capital letter, okay? However, comma, they don't sell burgers. Okay, I wanted to have a burger, but however, they don't sell burgers. So I can also use however instead of but. What's the difference? However is more formal. It's more elaborate, okay? We usually use however in writing, not speaking, okay? When we are speaking, we use but more often. However is mostly for writing, okay? Okay, and the last one, although. Here we can see that although we can use in the beginning of the sentence. Although I liked my job, I still always dreamed about writing. So here we can say, look, although I wanted to have a burger, then we have to separate the clauses with a comma. Comma. Although I wanted to have a burger, comma, they don't sell burgers. Okay, guys. So here we have the same idea, 1, 2, and 3, but using different connectors. Although I wanted to have a burger so much, they don't sell burgers. So I couldn't have a burger. Okay. So let's see the difference between although and even though. I can say here another example. Even though, is that the question you asked, Thais?
As it is.
Okay, even though I wanted to have a burger, comma, they don't sell burgers. Even though is the same as apesar, okay, in Portuguese. So even though, here, let me correct, now it's okay. Even though I wanted to have a burger, they don't sell burgers, so I didn't have a burger, okay? I can use that to mean the same idea, contrasting ideas, contrasting situations, okay? And I use although and even though before a sentence, a full sentence, a subject, a verb, and a complement. What's the difference between although and even though? Even though is a little stronger. It shows your contrasting idea in a stronger way. So it's like, why didn't you have a burger? Oh, I know. Even though I wanted to have a burger, they don't sell burgers. So I had to go home without a burger. So I put more emphasis, okay, when I say even though. And it's more informal too, okay? Although it's more formal. All right, Thais, okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So here, we usually put the although clause first, like we put here. They usually come first. However and but can only appear in the second clause or sentence. So this is very important to remember. When I use however and but, I usually put them in the second clause or in the middle of the two sentences. Okay? Just to remember that punctuation is very important here. Before the word but, I have to put a comma. And before, however, I have to put a period. And after, however, I put a comma. All right? So take a picture of this. Okay, can I clear the annotations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
So let's go over to this activity where we will listen to some people speaking and we have to choose the linker we hear in the conversations, okay? So let's try that. Let me see if the sound is enabled. Yes, it is. Let's do it.
1. Andrea likes her job. However, she doesn't like the long hours. 2.
My uncle is interesting, but he sometimes talks too much.
3. Although the students studied a lot, they didn't do well on the test. 4.
I want to go on vacation, but I don't have enough money.
5. I'm really tired. I think I'll stay home tonight. 6.
Lydia wanted to live in Sydney. However, she couldn't find a job there.
Okay, I will play one more time. Okay.
1. Andrea likes her job. However, she doesn't like the long hours. 2.
My uncle is interesting, but he sometimes talks too much.
3. Although the students studied a lot, they didn't do well on the test. 4.
I want to go on vacation, but I don't have enough money.
5. I'm really tired. I think I'll stay home tonight. 6.
Lydia wanted to live in Sydney. However, she couldn't find a job there.
All right, people. Yes, let's check the answers. What did you put for the first one?
However,
However.
Yes, however. Great. Number 2.
but,
But.
Yes. Number 3.
although,
Although. Pronunciation, although. Although. Here, guys, although, even though we spell this word with letter A, we make a sound of all when we speak, okay? Although. Although, yes, the sound is like this, guys. Although, actually here. Although. Something like this. Although. Very nice. Although. All right. So in English, it happens a lot. Sometimes we read a word and we try to pronounce in the way we read, but the pronunciation is a little different, sometimes very different. This one here, for example, is like this, okay? Although. Don't say ow, no, all. All.
All.
The same sound of this word here. All. All the students were here. All the students. All the students. So although. Okay?
Although.
Great. So let me clear my annotations there. Okay. Now number 4. What did you put for number 4?
But.
But as well.
Yes. Number 5.
No linker.
No
Yes.
linker.
Great. Number 6.
However.
Perfect. Excellent. So here, guys, to finish, we just need to see some podcasts. We're going to listen to some podcasts and choose the correct answers. So first of all, guys, what is a podcast? Do you know?
I'll explain that in English. It's an audio of people talking.
Yes, very nice. That's it, Raul. Exactly. Yeah. It's just the audio, okay? You don't have any video. It's just the audio of people talking about different topics. Very good. Exactly. That's a podcast. There are a lot of podcasts online for people who want to practice listening in English, okay? I can share some of them with you after class. So let's see. Listen to the podcast. Choose the correct answers. So let's see here. First of all, look at this picture. What is the guy doing?
Cleaning
the window.
Cleaning the windows. Oh, right. So he's a window cleaner. Now imagine, guys, this is a building. So he must be very high to do this, right? Sometimes these guys, they clean the windows of a building and we can't even see them from the street because they're so high that we can't even see them. So this is a very dangerous job, okay? Anyway, let's see. First of all, the podcast is about ordinary people who do amazing things or amazing people who do ordinary things. Number 2, when he was young, John wanted to be an accountant or a professional rock climber. Number 3, what was John's idea? He wanted to become a window washer or he wanted to climb buildings for fun. Number 4, what was the problem with John's idea? It was too dangerous or it was too expensive. And number 5, now companies pay John to climb buildings or mountains. Let's take a look there.
Welcome to Ordinary to Amazing, the podcast about ordinary people who do amazing things. Today we're talking to John Jackson. John, can you tell us your story?
Yes, sure. When I was young, I wanted to be a professional rock climber. But instead, I became an accountant.
Oh, really? Why did you become an accountant?
Well, because there weren't a lot of rock climbing jobs. Although I liked my job, I still always dreamed about rock climbing. I only climbed about once a year when I was on vacation, and sometimes I went to the rock gym.
I see.
Then, 3 years ago, I had an idea. I was at work, at my desk. I looked out the window, and I saw this guy outside looking back at me. He was a window washer.
Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't. The window was closed. But he gave me an idea. I thought, I live in a big city, so why don't I climb buildings?
Climb buildings? Wow.
But there was one problem. It was really expensive. So I had an idea.
Oh? What did you do?
I got sponsors. Companies pay me to climb up to their offices, and they put me in commercials.
Really? That's great. Did you leave your accounting job?
Yes, I did. I'm a full-time rock climber. I've climbed about 50 buildings all over the country.
That's an amazing story.
All right, guys, do you want to listen one more time?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's try that. Okay.
Welcome to Ordinary to Amazing, the podcast about ordinary people who do amazing things. Today we're talking to John Jackson. John, can you tell us your story?
Yes, sure. When I was young, I wanted to be a professional rock climber. But instead, I became an accountant.
Oh, really? Why did you become an accountant?
Well, because there weren't a lot of rock climbing jobs. Although I liked my job, I still always dreamed about rock climbing. I only climbed about once a year when I was on vacation, and sometimes I went to the rock gym.
I see.
Then, 3 years ago, I had an idea. I was at work, at my desk. I looked out the window, and I saw this guy outside looking back at me. He was a window washer.
Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't. The window was closed. But he gave me an idea. I thought, I live in a big city, so why don't I climb buildings?
Climb buildings? Wow!
But there was one problem. It was really expensive. So I had an idea.
Oh? What did you do?
I got sponsors. Companies pay me to climb up to their offices, and they put me in commercials.
Really? That's great. Did you leave your accounting job?
Yes, I did. I'm a full-time rock climber. I've climbed about 50 buildings all over the country.
That's an amazing story.
All right, people. How interesting, isn't it? So, the first one, what do you think? What is the podcast about?
Ordinary people who do amazing things.
Who do amazing things.
Yes, letter A. Number 2, what did he want to be?
Letter B.
Letter B, a professional.
Rock
Yes.
climber.
Very nice. Number 3, what was his idea?
Letter B,
Letter B
he
as
wanted
well.
to buy buildings for fun.
Yes, that's it. Great. Number 4, what was the problem with John's idea?
Letter B, it was
too expensive.
Excellent. And number 5, now companies pay John to climb
buildings.
Buildings.
Letter A.
buildings. Yes, that's right. So he makes money just climbing buildings. You see how nice? So now he's able to do what he really likes. That's really good. Okay, guys, so let's see. Let me zoom out and then we can see the next one. Here, we have now, just to finish our lesson today, simple past questions. Really quickly, there is no secret there. It's very simple. So let's take a look there. We form simple past yes/no questions with did plus a subject plus the infinitive without to. Examples. Can you read the examples, please, Raul?
The first one?
Yes, the first one and the second, please.
Sure. Did you like your job? Yes, I did. Did you get a new job? No, I didn't.
Okay, thank you. So,
You're welcome.
as you can see here, you have the beginning of the question, the auxiliary did. It's a question about the past, so I have to use this auxiliary. But then look at the verb. It's in the infinitive form, just like the negative sentences we saw a while ago. So, did you like your job? If it's a yes/no question, we simply have to answer yes or no. In this case, if I say yes, I should use the auxiliary in the affirmative form. So yes, I did. Now the next one, did you get a new job? No, I didn't. All right, let's see the next one. We formed the simple past WH questions with the question word plus the auxiliary verb did plus the subject. And then we put the verb in the infinitive form again, without to, of course. So can you read the next examples, please, Kathleen?
Yes. Where did you work? I worked at bank. Why did you leave your job? Because I didn't make enough money.
Enough money.
Enough money.
Yes, this little word here, this final syllable here has the meaning of F. So we say enough. Enough. Yes. Very good.
Enough.
Yes. So here we have WH questions, where and why. So can I ask questions like this in the past? Of course. We just have to use the sequence. Question word, then auxiliary verb, then the subject, and then the verb in the infinitive form, work and leave. So let me organize this a little bit better so you can understand what we are doing. I will just erase here the verbs in the question, okay? And then I'm going to highlight them a different color just to signal that I'm using the infinitive form. So here we have like, get, work, and leave. All right? This is how it goes. And here I will also change the color of the infinitive so you know that we have to use the verb in the infinitive form when we ask questions in the past, okay, or about the past. Okay. Now it's better. Okay, guys. So did you like your job? Yes, I'm asking a question in the past. Oh, how do you know that? First, the context, and then second, I'm using the auxiliary did. So this is the past. Did you like your job? Yes, I did. Okay, guys, where did you work? Oh, I worked at a bank. So to answer questions that start with a WH pronoun, I have to answer with some information. It's not yes or no. I have to give information here. So I can say something, but I have to use the verb in the simple past. I worked here. Why? Why did you leave? Oh, because I didn't make enough money. That's the reason why. Okay? Unfortunately. So it's always information, okay, that we provide. We just have to make sure the information we provide must be in the simple past. Okay? So just to finish that, let's do the exercise here in number 4. Complete the questions and answers in the simple past. Let's see the first one. You have the words you, which is the subject, and study. So let's see there. English when you were a child. So question.
Did you study English when you were a child?
Very good. Auxiliary verb, subject, and verb in the base form or infinitive form, okay? Now, guys, do the other ones here and then we correct. Don't forget that the second part is the answer. So here, if the answer is yes, then you have to say, yes, I did, okay? Did you study English when you were a child? Yes, I did. Okay, now do the other ones. Now it's 3:49. Oh, 3:50. Let's go until 3:52, 2 minutes, okay?
Alright, how do I link did he to pronounce that quickly as business as usual?
Did he? Yes, did he?
Did he?
Did he?
Did he?
Yeah. Did he? Yeah. Did he call you this morning?
Did he call us? Okay, thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Did he call you this morning? Did he call? Did he? Your parents visit you on the weekend?
All right. 52. So let's check the answers, guys. What do you have for number 2?
The girl.
So let's see there. You have to use the auxiliary verb, right? It's a question. And I can see that the answer is no. So it's a yes, no question. So did the subject, they, and then the main verb in the infinitive. That's simple. Did they go to the movies last night? No.
They didn't.
Very good. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Now, number 3.
Did he call?
Did he call? Did he call?
Yes. Did he call you this morning? Okay. Auxiliary verb, subject, and verb in the infinitive form. Did he call you this morning? Answer, no.
He didn't.
No, didn't.
Okay.
What?
All right. Next one. Question.
No.
Did our parents visit you?
No, number 4. Did we?
Sorry. Did we have
Homework last night?
Last night.
And then I put here last class. So you can ask your friends via WhatsApp if you want to check this information. You can say, did we have homework last class? Okay. Answer, yes.
We did.
Yes. Yes, we did. Okay. Number 5.
Did your parents visit you on the weekend? Teacher, can I use at the weekend as well?
Yes, of course. Sure. Yes, the difference is that on the weekend is American, at the weekend is British. But both are correct. Okay? So, did your parents visit you on the weekend? Yes. How can I compliment?
They did.
Ah, okay. Yes, they did. It's not okay, guys, just to say yes or no. Right? Usually, to be polite, we say the compliment. Uh-huh. Yes, they did. Or no, they didn't. Okay, people. Good.
Okay.
So let me clear my annotations there. Okay. Yes, did you take a picture?
Yes, I did.
Good, perfect.
Nice one.
Yes, that was really nice. I love it. So here, they want us to make yes, no questions or WA. Actually, here we have 2 different kinds of questions. Yes, no, or WH questions with the simple past form. Then listen to the podcast again to check your answers. So let's see there. When you have to put WH, the pronoun is here. Like, for example, the first one, why? So this is how we have to begin. Okay. Now what comes next?
Did.
Yes.
Oh, meu Deus.
Yes, that's it. Did. And now the subject. You. And now what comes next?
The verb become.
The verb. Become. Infinitive. Why did you become, and now the complement, an accountant? There you go. Why did you become an accountant? Why did you become an accountant? Some people can ask me, hey Simone, why did you become a teacher? Why did you become a teacher? Okay, guys. Now let's see to number 2. Now here, we don't have a
Did you
pronoun. So,
talk to him?
very good. Did you talk to him? Yes. Okay. Did you talk to him? Did you talk to him? Okay. Good. Number 3. Question with pronoun.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Yes, great. What did you do? So suppose I tell you, oh, I went to Búzios last week. It's not true. But if I say, I went to Búzios last week, and then you can say, oh, really? What did you do there? What did you do there? Now, number 4.
Did you leave
Question.
your accounting job?
Yes. Did you leave your accounting job? Okay. Here we have to start with the auxiliary verb. It's a yes, no question. So, did you leave your accounting job? Perfect. Let's correct that. Yay, everything right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So guys, this final part here is for you to ask your friends similar questions. Before we do that, actually, we're not doing this class because we don't have enough time, but I will play the podcast so you can listen to the answers. Okay? Let me play the podcast here for you to listen.
1,
Why did you become an accountant?
2,
Did you talk to him?
3,
What did you do?
4,
Did you leave your accounting job?
Okay, guys. Yes?
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Everything okay? Good.
Okay.
So we can do number 6 next class. Let me just zoom out so we can see the things we learned today. So let's go back here to the beginning. So what did we learn today, guys?
Main ideas.
Main ideas. Yes, very good. Every
Simple
text
past.
has a main idea. Yes. We saw some verbs in the past. Very good. We practiced using these verbs. She became, she married, she died. The Department of Defense named a computer language ADA or ADA. Very nice. After that, we saw 2 different kinds of verbs that we have in English.
Regular
And irregular. And we saw how they work. Regular verbs, we add ed. Only that, and then we make it in the past. Irregular verbs, they have no rule. Each verb has its own form. So we need to study them by practicing, exercising. Then here we practiced some verbs in the past. And as we could see, all the sentences were in the affirmative form. So we could put the verbs in the past. Learned, lived, loved, met, knew, wrote. And then after that, we saw some examples about her life, Ada Lovelace's life, and we wrote the correct information. We talked about, we created 3 sentences to say the things we did last week, and 2 sentences should be true, 1 false, to practice the simple past. Then after that, we talked about ordinary people who did amazing things in the past. First, we saw linkers to connect contrary ideas or opposite ideas. How can we link that? We can use the words but, however, and although to start, okay? We saw punctuation we should use when we want to put those words in our sentences. Then we listened to an audio to identify the connectors. After that, we listened to a podcast about a guy who did something amazing. He changed his career completely. He was an accountant and he became a building climber, actually a rock climber, but professionally, right? And he builds buildings nowadays, okay? And he makes money just by doing that. Yes, that's interesting. We saw in the end how to write simple past questions, how to make simple past questions, sorry. Yes, no questions, and then WH questions. We saw the sequence, okay? How we can make that, and we practice a little bit. All right, let's see the homework for our class today. Can you all see the page of our Google Classroom?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay, so here, guys, I'm sending you here the homework. Look, you should do online practice, unit 7.2 and 7.3, and the worksheets. Okay, you should do those two as well. They are posted here. Look, okay. There is another one here too. This worksheet, guys, is very interesting because it's for you to practice. Oh, I knew I wouldn't be able to open. Oh, it opened. How nice. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
This worksheet, yes, this worksheet is for you to put the verbs here in the past, and they are all irregular verbs. Okay, these are the most common ones. So you should try to complete. To help you do this activity, there is another chart here, okay, with the verbs in the past. Then you can do the exercises here on the worksheet. The videos we saw today, I posted here too. And here we have some other considerations about the simple past. Yes, no questions, WH questions, and the simple past tense in general. Okay, guys. All right, let me take a final picture before we go. So let me take a final picture here, just a second. Let me put here the gallery view.
Até uma foto minha para poder.
Yes, great. Oh, I love your hair. Wow, Robinson, you look really good. I like your profile picture. Okay, guys, I took the picture. Thank you so much, people. So, guys, thank you for coming. I loved seeing you here today. And take care, okay? Really take care, because now we have this Indian variation and it can be very dangerous. Okay, guys, so super, super, super take care. Okay.
You too.
You too, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye. Take
Bye
care.
bye,
teacher.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you,
Wash your
Andrea.
hands.
Thank you, I will. Don't forget, guys, send me the pictures of your exercises done. Amanda, especially, João Paulo, especially. Send me the pictures of your exercises done because you missed 2 classes, so you need to replace. And for that, you should watch the video, okay? Watch the video and send me the picture of the pages, okay, Amandinha? Okay, João Paulo? All right?
Bye, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care. See you. Bye, Nicholas. Bye, Agate. Thank you so much for coming. That was great. Bye-bye.